Well, we are going to try and get more endings today. I did cheat a little bit to see what endings I was missing, and it looks like I'm missing. I'm missing like 22 endings. We're just gonna do a random time because I don't care. Ah, yes, my favorite time of day. Hey, I was actually spot on with the minutes. Whoops. It is inaccurate. It's good to collect data. Oh, is it? Is it really? Okay, let's whip up a couple of new sliders, huh? What kind of sliders? Okay, should be ready next time we boot up the game. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
And he pushed
Orders came to him
buttons on
through
a
a monitor on
keyboard.
the desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made
All right, let's see what we can do. We're gonna see. We're gonna try.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hello. Um, one of these computers has what I'm looking for. I don't want to go in there yet. Open! Damn you. Damn you. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have a couple of them without the bucket. So we're gonna go without the
When
bucket.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the
No, I
correct way
did
to the
not.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
So,
employee
I
lounge
have
first,
figured
just to
out
admire
how
it.
to tell if I actually got one of the
Yes, truly a
endings.
room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Because I didn't grab the bucket.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've got... But in his eagerness
That
to
did not
prove that
work.
he is in control of the story and no
Wasn't
one gets
supposed
to
to
tell
do
him what
that.
to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, well, I need to move off of it faster then, apparently. Ew!
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Yes, I do use OBS. Well, I use
All of
OBS
his
on...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I use
Perhaps he had
OBS for
simply missed the
streaming
memo.
anyways. I use something different on, yeah, I use something else for Discord, or is there something in particular you're wondering about? I'm still new to all of this, like,
Ah,
setting up
Stanley's bucket.
everything
The only co-worker he would
with
ever
it,
truly need.
so...
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the
Oh,
place to be.
you were
And here
trying
it
to...
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it
So
a...
my alerts
Never
I have
mind.
set
The
up
bucket
through
was wrong.
Stream Elements, and then
Stanley
I
took the
have
door on his
them
left to go back to the meeting room.
like uploaded onto my overlay for it,
No, said the bucket.
Don't
if
go to
that
the
makes
meeting room.
sense.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive. Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Mhm. But yeah, I just used Stream Elements, and on Stream Elements, after you've signed in, you can go to, I think it's Streaming Tools, and you can go to Overlays. If you have any overlays made, and from there you can edit your overlay, and there'll be an option for alerts that you can make up. Because there's like pre-made overlays. That's just what I did, and I just changed.
All of his co-workers were gone.
No, it keeps
What could it
closing on
mean?
me. Damn
Stanley
it.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wonder if I could get 2 endings done in one go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
We're
stop
gonna
by
give
the
it a
employee
shot.
lounge first, just to admire it. The
I don't
lounge
care
was
about the employee
sublime,
lounge.
a
I'm
work
on a
of art.
mission.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
You
open door on
you
his
don't
left.
think so about what? Oh, getting 2 endings in one.
Stanley was
I
so
don't
bad at
know.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or
Maybe.
test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it. Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Hmm. Oh, well,
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
so okay. We're gonna get this specific ending out of the way
All of his co-workers were gone. What
so
could it
that we don't
mean?
ever have to
Stanley
do it
decided to go
again.
to the meeting room.
So
Perhaps
that I
is
never have to
Stanley
part
without
ways
the
with
bucket
my
really Stanley at all? No.
bucket again.
No, surely not.
And this ending might upset you. I always walk. This hallway seems different. Is this the trigger warning?
Stanley clutched the bucket
Yes.
tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the
Yes,
meeting room.
it's
But
a
Stanley had felt the
warning.
bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Because I'm gonna do
And here it
something I'm
was.
gonna
Had the
regret,
bucket
but
turned
after
out to
I
be
do it,
correct? Was this no?
we'll
Never
never
mind.
have to do it
The
again.
bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left
Because it's
to
gonna
go
be
back,
out of the
and so
way.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the
Maybe.
opposite door.
I have to double check. Okay. Ow, that hurt. Oh,
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way
people are
here.
gonna
I
like
knew
you
you'd find
better,
this place
are
eventually.
they?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Are they
We've
really?
come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even
I'm
from the
just
original Stanley
getting
parable.
this
It's
ending
just
out
sequel
of the way
content.
so
We're
that
the
I
ones that
never
matter,
have
Stanley.
to do it
Classic
again.
characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel.
I've been told
They
I'm a
want
very
more of their
boring
favorite
person,
jokes,
so I
not
could
this bucket that they've never seen
understand
before.
that
Yes,
people
I
would
know I'm the
probably
one who
like
gave you
you
the bucket,
better.
but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the
So.
Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Let's follow the adventure line. No, 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 no. To what? Oh, you figured out what I'm
Look
gonna
at that
do?
lucky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the
Give me
Stanley
back my
Parable is all
music!
about. Don't you remember all those
You
great jokes
never
from the
steal
original
my views.
dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that,
Yep.
you're going to have to give something
I'm
up.
getting it out of the way, so we never have to do it again, because I have to do it to get all of the endings. I don't want to. But it has to be done. We're just gonna tear off
We
the
need to get rid
bandage.
of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
We're just gonna
This
tear off the
is the
bandage.
Bucket Destroyer.
We're just gonna do it.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed out
She's
character
not
with
even
so
here.
much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Hold on. I gotta message her that randomly. All right. Okay,
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
we're just gonna
Surely you don't
rip
need
off
me to
this
spell it out
band-aid and
for
get
you.
this done.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Goodbye.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
I give
don't
it the
know what the
bucket.
Bucket Destroyer will do.
How do I give it the bucket? Can I not give it the bucket? What the hell? Oh. Hey, Lance.
If it can't destroy your bucket, destroying buckets is all it knows.
I'm trying
That
to.
is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one
I'm
personality
trying
trait
to.
deserve to join the pantheon
It
of
won't
beloved
let
Stanley
me.
Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush
It
buckets
won't
is
let
so
me.
densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What
I love that little squishy thing.
even
That's
say that
super
about?
cute.
The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
I'm trying to
Okay,
destroy it.
Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable
I'm
characters like
trying
the Adventure
to.
Time or the Bucket Destroyer until you
It
crush
just
that damn
won't let
bucket.
me.
Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Check my settings? Check my settings for what?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here,
So now I did
you
actually
were
look it up a
magnificent.
little bit. And I guess it's just programmed into the game where we just can't give it the bucket. So yeah. When it comes to context clues, not even a magnifying glass can help you make. What about my settings? Literally checking my settings. And no, probably not. I am somewhat
The
blind.
meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone
God
would
damn
be.
it.
Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
There is a morning tea. Oh, I can only do it one at a time, I guess.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Do not
Stanley
alter
decided to
without
go up to his
insulting
boss's
whiteboard
office, hoping he
manager.
might find an answer there.
Termination Tuesdays. Ooh, how exciting. Very, very exciting. Ooh, you can, if you go on your, I have something set up through Stream Elements as well. So if I get a follow Stream Elements, I'll thank them for the follow just so they are being acknowledged.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here,
I
so
need to
he
actually
turned
get this
around
in.
and got back on track.
But yeah, so I have Stream Elements set up so it automatically thanks the people
There was nothing here. No
for
choice
the
to make, no
follow
path to
just
follow,
in case
just an
for
empty
some
broom
reason I
closet.
miss
No
it.
reason to still be here.
There's all the world reason in the world to still be here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't
Yes,
even
I
doing
am
anything.
sitting in the
At least
broom
if there was
closet.
something to interact with,
How are
he'd
you
be
doing
justified
today,
in some
Land?
way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing
Yes,
around doing nothing? Why?
because I
Please
want to
offer me
get this
some
ending.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I want to get this ending, that's why.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
What do
I
you
never
mean
would have thought to
bored of
mention
you
it.
already? I was just saying hi to Land, who is here but hasn't said
Maybe to
anything
you
yet.
this is somehow its own
I could
branching
never get
path.
bored of you.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how
Stanley is,
stupid he
or
is.
this
That or
narrator
with
is
drug money.
rude.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here,
when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your
Because
body
you
is
got
taken
another
care of
foul,
before it
or
begins to
did I miss something
decompose.
else?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
I mean, I'm
The person at
excited
this
for you if
computer
it's
is
because of
dead.
a follow.
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term
I totally
sustainability of
get
your
how it goes.
species.
It's a
Please
pain
remove
in the
their
ass to
corpse
get those
from the area
followers.
and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
You know, I
So
could
that the
never
irony
actually have
and
my hair this
insightful
long.
commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Because I said that I'm not bored of you? Oh. I will be happy when my toe is finally healed. I get how it is. But he was supposed to insult me or something. Am I supposed to do something more, or am I just supposed to stay in here? Or did the narrator make a comment that I was dead?
Ah, second player. It's
Ah,
good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look,
there's a
you can
broom.
hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I think he's a little salty.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, no, torturing the narrator is fun. Okay. So there's one that I can get in here. I'm literally consulting a list of endings that I have on my phone as well. That's the bathroom. There was like one that I could get in here. There's so many endings. I have to keep track of them somehow. Oh, okay. That is not the elevator that I want.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So
That
he relaxed
anxiety
for a
is
few moments with
perfectly
some calming
healthy.
new age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward.
Because
into
there's
the
an
opened
ending called
passageway.
Not Stanley Ending, and there's an art ending. Which I have No idea about either of them.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred
This
to him?
building goes very
This
deep.
question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Just to annoy you, that's why a narrator. Oh.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive, rapid fire
Hello,
of
man.
critical
How are
plot
you?
points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Just let me press the
I'm
button.
bolted to the edge of my seat.
Good, because we're going down again.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Because I googled a list of endings and I want to get all of the endings. And this is one of them.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
Corridor? No.
It's time once
Never.
again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to
Ew,
grapple with what
yuck,
might be
that
up there.
does not
Is it the
sound like
boss's office
fun
again?
at all.
Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The
I'm
suspense is killing
good.
me.
I just got my new roster at work for my kiddos that I'll have in September. So that'll be exciting. Actually, speaking of Phasmo, I might be playing that later tonight. Maybe. We will see.
Oh my God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
What?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation
Oh,
and to move
do you
forward
guys want to
with...
hear a funny story?
No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
So, I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday to get a book that I've been waiting for to come out. And I was talking about Legend of Zelda. I was asked if I had all of the,
All right.
manga
I have
or
fully come
not.
to terms with it. I have
And
made space in my
there's
worldview for
these
this astonishing
very
new
obviously
reality. As
stoned
before,
guys that
I
are
turn to your
standing
expert
there.
eye for gripping
And they're
narrative,
just
Master
like,
Stanley.
made a comment that I must be a guy because girls aren't into Legend of Zelda. So I'm now
Of
apparently a
course.
dude because I
Going back
absolutely
down in the
love
elevator.
Legend of
How
Zelda.
did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of
I'm
thing had never
like,
been
you know,
attempted
I
before.
probably know
I had no
more
frame
about
of
Legend
reference
of
to
Zelda
even
than what you
anticipate it.
guys do.
That's just how
So,
revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air
yeah.
in a landscape of storytelling that
So
has grown stale and
that's my
repetitive.
funny story. So if anybody here is a woman and you like Legend of Zelda, that's not actually a thing. You can't be a girl in like Legend of Zelda.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the
I
real
mean,
thrill.
I'm a
And I
girl.
simply don't want to let that feeling go.
That's
It's so
basically how I
precious, so
I'm
fleeting.
just like,
Why
really?
don't we take this
Really, you
elevator ride
guys?
nice and slow?
Oh
There we
no.
go.
No.
Isn't this so much more
No,
exciting? You
this
know,
is not
Stanley, it
exciting.
seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to
This
be
is kind
shocked
of
as loudly and frequently
traumatizing,
as
to be
possible.
completely
They want
honest.
big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story,
I'm
the
so glad that there's
characters?
no jump
Why
scares
aren't
in
we
this
given
game.
time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the
I'm
most
very
exciting
glad
narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all
that
because of
there's no
you.
jump scares.
You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and
That
different.
if
It's
you're
not
a
like
woman who
anything else
wants to
out there.
become
You
a
see,
man, you
I
just
want
need to like
stories that
Legend of
surprise
Zelda.
me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being
There's
fed
your
such
automatic
unimaginative
acceptance.
drivel
I
all
like
the time,
Legend
and
of
we all
Zelda.
know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel
I
sharp
mean, and
and
this is
vital
not me
and
being
alive.
against
That's why
trans
people
people at
like you
all.
so
I
much, Stanley. Because you're not
have
afraid to
no
spit
issues
in the
whatsoever
face
with
of
anything
tradition.
like that.
You're a
So,
role model, you know? People look up
fully
to you.
support all
Which
of
is
it.
why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so
Yes.
that you
I
can
finally
talk about
got
your
it.
work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a
Finally
lot to
got
the
it.
people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh, my.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramid. The guy who went to Mars. Oh, what's over here? All eyes on Stanley. Live on stage. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Perspective game. An evening with world peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
But what if I didn't want to go through that door? The Stanley Parable. Stanley. Tonight. Live on stage. Yeah, basically how I am. I'm just very much live your life. How you live your life doesn't affect me. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great.
All right, are you ready? I've
Welcome,
told them you're going
Stanley.
to speak a little bit about the nature
Stanley
of
Ryder.
surprise in
Almonds.
storytelling
Chair.
and what it
Gum.
means to
Table.
craft a
Nut bar.
truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Wait, I
Okay,
didn't
it
realize.
looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
I didn't realize I had to do a press conference. I did not prepare a speech, people. What is all this? Up again, down again. Break a leg, champ. What's that one say? Stanley, my true love for you. Something, something. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. Wing it. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your coworkers. You guys, I don't have a speech planned. I'm scared. Okay, let's do it. Holy Jesus. What the fuck? You know, this is how I would be in real life. Oh, wait. I get to read this piece of paper. Oh, owie. I did not like that buzzing. Just whisper. Listen to the whispers in your head. I wonder then. Hey, bucket! The
All of his
bucket
co-workers were gone. What
would
could it
give
mean?
me the
Stanley
most
decided to go to the
insightful
meeting room.
things to
Perhaps he
say.
had simply missed a memo.
423. The bucket will help me. I'll grab the bucket in a second.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a
Hear the
connection to
voices
all
in my
buckets
head. They talk
everywhere.
to me. They
This
understand.
adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
You know what? The only time that's a concern is when you talk back. Let's do it
Stanley
again.
clutched the bucket tightly to
But
his chest
this time,
and entered the door on his left.
I have my bucket. So this press conference is gonna go great.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's
Everything's
warmth and
gonna be
comfort now
fine.
more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Can't tell I've played this game one too many times at this point.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Probably
Stanley was
doesn't
once
help
again
that there's just
stunned
a
to discover not
pathway.
an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's
Concerning
warmth
to
and
talk
guiding
back.
light pierce the dark
It
clouds of confusion and chaos.
depends on
It would be with
what
him
you were
always.
talking about.
The bucket
Did I
would,
not put that in
and
right?
he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection that Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, say, I thought I put
Was
that
it
in.
the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Well, you know what? We're going to do this press conference with the bucket, and it's going to be a million times better. We got this. With the bucket, we can do anything. We can do everything with the bucket.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would
The
be
man,
right.
were you
The
here
bucket is here
for
you,
the
Everything
apartment
will be fine.
ending? With how weird it got with the bucket?
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Oh. So I shouldn't go and talk to press number 3. I mean, I'd be concerned if it's murder. Although I've had a few moments where I've had to remind myself that murder is illegal.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not? Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Yeah, It gets a little weird. Definitely gets a little weird. But it's okay.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to
I
see what
guess the
I see.
candlelight.
Feel the happiness I
The
feel.
candlelight.
He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Ooh, my order has shipped. Okay, let's...
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion.
We hit the
He
number
wielded the
3
number 3 like a fine artist
enough
would wield a
times so something
paintbrush. He
happened.
told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind.
I'm just putting this out
Anything
there.
to let him
I
know
do
that the
have
bucket
a little bit of
appreciated what he was
concern for
doing.
Stanley.
The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence.
Because he
Crushed
has
by
a
wave
weird...
of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
He has a weird love for the
Stanley and the
bucket.
bucket were so close; they'd always been there for one another.
He has a weird
Why
love
suddenly
for
could
the
bucket
number
not connect with
3.
this passion of Stanley's?
What was the other thing
The
that he had a
question
weird love
caused Stanley
for?
to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully
No,
with his dear
don't
friend.
worry.
Surely there was a solution,
Not a
mustn't there
thing.
be?
Every little piece will be alright. No commentary narrator? Was it the mannequin? I thought it was like a room or something.
Ha ha, said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
Oh,
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others.
oh
It would get to see the
no.
world react
I'm
to this
replacing the
discovery
bucket
of
with the
Stanley's.
number
And it
3.
would be through the public eye
Oh
that the bucket would finally
no.
understand Stanley's
I
work.
don't like this.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
God.
This was it. One last chance
Free
to win
again.
the bucket over.
Free again.
One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Oh yes, let's go talk about the number 3. I feel like Stanley has a bit of a problem.
There was no one here.
Oh,
Nobody had come to the press conference to
how
hear Stanley
sad.
speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad
That-
over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would
No,
never again
I
take him
didn't.
seriously.
Ah.
There would be no connection.
This
no
actually
deeper
makes me very
understanding.
sad.
The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years,
This is
the
actually
two
very
of them grew more and
depressing.
more distant. They spoke less and less, neither
The
wishing
bucket.
to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a
Okay, just putting this out there, this actually got very depressing very quickly.
And Stanley Having for once in his life discovered the warmth and
That got
comfort of
very
true
depressing.
companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
With the grinder, I couldn't actually destroy the bucket. I mean, the pod was kind of depressing. That one was depressing. That one
All of
was
his
very
co-workers were
depressing.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oops. Sure. I'll
What new
just grab
mysteries lay
you.
in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
We will, 'cause I'm on a
Stanley
mission.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yes, 'cause I'm on a mission.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's
I
warmth
need
and
to
comfort now
find the
more than ever.
secretary.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And then I'll need to do 434.
Stepping in.
Well, since we were talking about depressing endings. And you know what? I think this bucket hurt my feelings anyways, so sorry bucket, but you gotta go. We're gonna get a replacement bucket. And the replacement bucket's gonna actually love me. And care about me. And not make me feel bad about the number 3. The bucket's been through some things. You know, I think we've all been through some things. But the bucket's supposed to be my reassurance bucket. It's supposed to reassure me that everything's okay. But it didn't do that. So this bucket has to go into the escape pod. So I can get a replacement bucket. And teach it the ways to be a proper bucket of reassurance. After I go up these 80 fucking flights of stairs. You know, I'm really weirded out about something because there's the confusion endings that you can get where you like see that map, but I've never actually it's never progressed through the full confusion ending. So I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Now I need to find 434. I think we've all been through some things, so.
Stanley knew
Yeah,
the office
there's
layout like the
that
back of his
too.
hand. It was only a matter of time before
Why
he
does
found the others,
432 not have
wherever
a
they were.
computer?
Just a matter of time.
So close to getting this ending. I guess let's try this one. I bucket. Why is the balloon randomly sitting in their chair? You know what? Whatever.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Whatever.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, 'cause we're gonna actually go to the boss's office.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
I didn't even have to do
Surprise.
anything this time. That's kind of cool.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
How?
What
Aha!
horrible secret did this place hold?
Figured it out.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find... Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So,
Little
here
goof
you
of
go.
ours.
New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the
interesting.
value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
I
Always
always
more
crave
content,
new
more
content.
content, more,
Yes.
more. And
More.
I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to
Good.
make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
Everybody
We
watching,
call this
shh,
track,
it's a secret.
Good job, you've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
Oh my god. This is about as great as Raphael's
You made it to the bottom
boss
of the
theme.
mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Railings
This is as great as Raphael's boss song.
Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
My mom is about as big of a roller coaster as I am. That was great. That was great. I'm ignoring you. Because...
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Aha. Oh. I did it with the bucket. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this with the bucket. What is happening right now? I'm so confused. Ah, that's true. I forgot about that. Huh. I can't tell if I'm getting closer or not. Oh yeah, I am. I guess there is another game that I feel like I eventually want to check out, and it's called, Don't Touch Anything. I really don't feel like I'm getting closer. Oh, I'm definitely getting closer. It's just taking 80 years. I'm not sure that I want to get the ending without the bucket, with how annoying that was with the bucket. So, we're just going to say that we got it. I guess I could get it for, you know what, we're not even gonna worry about it.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if
We're
it
not
did,
even
it
gonna
stopped
worry
shortly
about it.
after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
We're gonna say that we got it. Because from what I was looking at, the only difference between the with bucket and without the bucket is that in the without the bucket, it says buttons instead of bucket. So we're gonna say that we got that ending. Come with
Now
me.
this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We have something to jump off of.
Still no one was here. Stanley
We're,
needed the
we're gonna
bucket's
go
warmth and
jump
comfort
in
now
the
more than
mind
ever.
control facility
Perhaps his
again
boss's office was
and
coming
see
to
how it
Stanley's.
goes with
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Is it just me, or does Stanley seem like he's walking a whole lot faster?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
So yeah,
Yes,
we
this
could
is
either
certainly the
be
most
a
logical
bucket cult or
explanation.
button cult. I think bucket cult sounds better. Seems better. Oh, okay. Okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
There's no mind control facility. Don't know what you're talking about.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they
Oh.
set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Where is all this stuff just coming from?
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility.
Yes, this place
lack
seems
of closure
beautiful.
began to eat at him. Soon he was
I love
dwelling on
this
his
place.
regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed.
Oh.
True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe,
again.
possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Well, we're knocking out these endings. Slowly but surely.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I must have missed something. Huh. I guess I missed
When Stanley came to a
something
set of
to
two
get one
open
of
doors,
these
this was not
endings.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
I guess
first
I missed
open door on his
something.
left. Stanley was so
Sadly.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten
Is this actually the narrator?
path that it seemed the. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet
You know, I'd
each
be
and every
very
time you watch
concerned
a
if I was
movie where it
hearing a
turns out
tape
all to be in
recording
the main character's
talking in my
imagination,
head.
you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate
would be a
storytelling.
horrifying
It must be so
thought.
simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Well, that's rude. Rude. I don't want to do that again.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I don't understand. Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
I
now
mean,
that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a
no.
minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want, like right now.
That
You
is
could
a
have done it just
lot
then.
of work.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
You know what
Any
game
of these
also
points and
sounds
so
really
many
fun?
more,
Set it
all
on
of them
fire.
are
Despite the
appropriate.
fact that I don't
I'm
like
enjoying what
spiders,
seems to be an
but
internal
that would bring me
conflict going
joy
on
to
where
set
you
them
are
on
literally
fire.
unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the
Could be fun
envelope, I'm going to
to
try
play
and make this
sometime.
as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old, and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence
This
quite
song is
terrible.
pretty great
And if
too.
you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
This is fantastic. Oh, how do I get it to end? Your headphones just broke because the singing was that bad? Or like legitimately broke? Ew. Weird. Maybe the singing was just so terrible. I'm just waiting for it to be over now. Because I'm excited to do the bucket ending with this. Should be interesting. Well, I don't know what to tell you. So I should hold off on doing the bucket ending for that one so that you can be here. I get out of here. How do I get out of here? What do I do? Do I do something to get free? Your roommates can starve for a bit. They could cook. Do I just have to I must have to begin again. Okay, well, we'll do it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps finally, yes, the bucket. Yes, yes, yes. I love that bucket.
I love
Stanley
that bucket.
clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
Wait,
The
what?
bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. Of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young
Okay,
back
that
then
is
and
not
could
an
not
ending
conceive the
that I want
ramifications
to
of...
deal with trying to
Stanley
get
screamed even louder this time.
on stream.
Stupid! You!
I think you were here when I was playing that baby game where I had to stop the baby from crawling into the fire. Yeah,
As
well, to
Stanley
get
screamed and
one of the
screamed and
endings
screamed,
requires
the
me to
bucket
play
revealed
that
its
game
true
for
form,
4 hours.
transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Ah,
My God, Stanley,
uh,
you did it. You saved us
uh,
from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, you
meh.
would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Um, okay, that
Stanley had
was
never seen the office this brightly lit.
interesting.
Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. One
Okay.
man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have picked up the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the
We have to
employee
trifle
lounge
with the
was simply
bucket.
the place
Of course
to
we're
be.
gonna
And
trifle with
here
the
it
bucket.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I didn't.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way
Okay.
to the
See you in
top.
a bit.
There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
I
did not
should be
question
here
why
for a
or
bit.
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again
And
obeyed
here.
blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were
Because
you
I
trying to
wanted
resist the
to.
bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get
Well,
the joke?
apparently
It's
they
funny,
can
Stanley. A
talk.
talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is
Comedic timing.
timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Hello,
These
spider.
are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the
Time to
entire
begin the
joke
humor.
in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Oh, God.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Alrighty.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter.
Interesting.
I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Sure. We'll go back.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd.
Oh,
what a hilarious
this is all of a sudden
concept.
safe
The king of comedy. That's
to
what
go
you'll
on.
call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I need to go in there, though. Oh. What if I didn't want to go to the office? Why are you making me go to the office? I don't want to go to the office.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Sure.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers.
I mean,
I'm
you could
going to be
just open the
shamed at
door.
every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
You
Here we
could have
go.
just
You
opened the
ready?
door.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in
Apparently
this scene
not.
with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Alrighty. Oh. Mm. Um. Oh. Okay.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself.
Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
It's bucket time.
It's bucket time.
No, the orders were still missing. For now. As soon as Stanley noticed that the door to his office was still open, he rushed in with his bucket and shut the door. The pressure of going out and finding another bucket variant on one of the Stanley Parable's classic endings was simply too much for him. It's nothing but swapped-out dialogue describing a bucket, he screamed
Bucket.
to himself. It's not nearly different enough to be considered a true sequel. No, he would stay right here in his office where things were safe, familiar.
What things was
If
safe?
others were happy with the bucket endings, well, good for them. But Stanley knew that one day, somehow, a true sequel would emerge with actual new content. If only he had waited long enough. Just a little longer, Stanley. Keep waiting. You'll get it one day, surely. Eventually. Just keep waiting.
Early.
Just a little longer now.
Eventually. Just keep waiting. Couple more endings, but I don't actually know how to get a few of these. Huh. Precision platforming. There's precision stuff. What happens if I quit to the main? Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I figured something would happen. Or do I have to exit out of the game completely? I'll try. Okay. It's fine.
It's family talk.
It's fine.
Okay.
They're friends. Oh, this is what he was. I don't want to do that. I want to do that one. Right in the middle. Yes. 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 Help. Uh-huh. Of course. Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for
Is
all
that
of his
all that
co-workers were
happened?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So what happens if I boot it again? Did something different with this boot? Developed by crows. Crows made this game. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. No one knows anything. You and I don't know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. Oh. Oh. I think you know more about me than I know you. The fact that the concern. Oh. No. Not really. Oh. Oh. I triggered something new. Epilogue. Many, many years later. Let's go this way. Many, many years later, and I found myself in a random desert. Randomly. And now there's a chair. And a fire. What if I continue to walk? I shall continue on with my journey. We will get somewhere eventually. Or maybe not. Keep pushing through. It's just a sandstorm, it's fine. It's definitely fine. Totally normal. If we go this way, towards the moon, as it looks very beautiful. Oh? Towards the sunrise. Sunset. Sunset. The sunset, not the sunrise. Sure you want me to go over there, but I want to go over here and see what this is. It's my bucket! We have been reunited. So this is where the escape pod ended up. My bucket has been reunited though. Man, what happened to this place? I just forgotten about this for that long. That everything just started falling to pieces. Hmm. We shall continue on with our bucket.
Jim, Jim, Jim.
No more spin-offs, no more sequels. By Snip Teamy. Oh wait, there's more buttons over here.
Jim,
They're just all gonna say Jim.
Jim,
Oh, that's boring. Oh, what's going on in here? Oh, down into the depths we go. Into the darkness. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, what is happening? Hello again. Hello. Nice to see you too. It's kind of depressing. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Uh, let it burn. um, the ghoulish hole. Sure. All right. We're gonna do this. With a new title screen. Let's do it. Oh. Oh, do I get a random achievement? Yay! Is it actually fixed though? I'm ready. Not like it matters. Not listening to the settings. Epilogue. Oh. Okay, let's do this without grabbing the bucket. That's what we need to do, is do it without the bucket. Oh, then I suppose I should probably start the game so I can get that achievement. I wonder what other achievements are in this game. I want to see what achievements there are. Not like it really matters. Okay, I did that. I got that one. I got that one. Got that one. Have not gotten that one. Oh, that one will actually be easy to get. I just need to play on a Tuesday, like a few minutes before midnight, or at least have the game running. Seems simple enough. Speed run. Hmm. Okay. Well, we'll get it figured out eventually. Is it going to be different without the bucket? Or does it not really matter if I have the bucket or not? Oh, I guess it's not gonna really matter, so we're just gonna re-trigger it. Oh, what game is this now? Other than I know it's 4. The sequel is now paused. Helpful.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Hello
missed a
there.
memo.
How are you? Haha! Wait, I want my bucket. Come here, bucket.
It's bucket time.
It's bucket time. Let's go. I don't know where well, I do know where we're going, but how are you today? Just a random nice guy. I'm good. Trying to get all the endings in this game. Pretty close.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable
Pretty
and about
close
how
to getting
roundly
them.
disappointing this ultra deluxe version
have
has turned out to be. The original Stanley
2 more
Parable
endings?
was a
I guess
landmark, and any
3,
new content
but
for
one
it
of them
should
I
live
don't
up to
really
that
want to deal with
legacy.
doing on
So
screen.
forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
It has
I say
been
we take
good.
it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first
Been
time
good.
ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Just kinda been
Yes,
chillin'.
you see, isn't this far
Worked
superior
for
to
a
a
while
measly port with a
today,
few
and
minor
now I'm
additions?
just
Think of all the new territory
gaming.
we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience built from the ground
Chillin'.
up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what
Oh,
fans have
I'm gonna go
truly
this
been
way.
asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But
Narrator,
let's take a
I'm
look
not
at some of the
sure that we
features I've been
even know
developing
what
for
the
it. I figure
first one
that if I can
is,
loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
to
that
be
surely the game
completely
will sort of
honest.
naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much
It is
more
a
of a fuzzy
great
magic than
game.
anything scientific or logical, really.
I have really been enjoying it.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Can I get 2 buckets? Yeah, I'm very, very close to having all of the endings.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here? How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no
Gimme,
telling.
gimme.
Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you
No,
with me?
I can't.
Stanley! Oh, thank God.
No!
I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power
Bucket!
of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them.
Ah,
I know how much the bucket meant to you.
how
I couldn't
dare
take the
you,
risk.
narrator?
I hope one day you can forgive me.
I can never forgive you. You destroyed my bucket. I know, it's great. Okay, I need to figure out. Can I redecorate the office?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and
Oh,
Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
maybe if I click this one, you'll go with the opposite.
Sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Okay. I
Or
need to.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
I need to figure out how to get to the epilogue in this area.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe?
Oh, I need the
What does
free
it even
achievement too.
mean? But the
So
Stanley
it's
Parable
next
2,
to
now
the
that's an
button.
artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and
I do want
long-term
this, though.
franchising potential.
Since this supposedly works now, give me my free achievement.
Now,
I know
here's something
the
special.
bucket.
You remember that broken test achievement that
Yes.
got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yes.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, as you can see, the machine is not working
Yay!
yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it.
You know
I
what?
swear,
The
it was
settings
broken
person
just a
is more
second
on my
ago.
side than you
Who
are,
fixed it?
narrator.
Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended.
Have a great night. And yeah,
It
I should
truly
have a
speaks
good
to the
rest of my day.
awe-inspiring magic. What
Eat
else?
dinner here
What other
soon
exhibits
and
haven't we seen
maybe
yet?
play some Phasmo with friends tonight. Haven't quite figured it out. Infinite hole. Free achievement. That's new. Log. Wait.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would
Have
go
a
at the
great
end
night.
of the...
Thanks for stopping
Well,
by.
we'll figure that out later.
Um. Hmm. Do not have it set up. There, good sir. Oh, I got it. Oh, I technically got that one. Okay. Alright, so I literally have one ending to get still. Oh, oh, begin the game again. Oh, my balloons are different.
All of his
Hooray.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know, it is quite possible.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't want to go to the employee lounge.
Yes,
I want
truly
to
a
go to
room
the
worth
warehouse.
admiring. But eager
So
to
we're
get
going
back
to
to
go to the
business,
warehouse.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. No, we didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I have
Please,
not been
stop trying to
neglecting
make every
anybody.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes,
That wasn't
yes,
supposed
I
to be a
did
choice. How did you
unplug the
do
phone.
that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not
I
grasp
don't know
the
what you're
severity of the
talking
situation?
about.
Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
All right.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend
By
years
turning
of hard work
crickets.
forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make
yes.
sense,
2
in
plus
all
4
likelihood,
equals
that
fish.
person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
I don't want to practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, Okay. I'm still gonna be unplugging the phone. Ah!
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I'm sure I could still break this. No, I can't. Damn it. Person really wanted to stop me
Almost
from
there.
being able to
You'll take
make
the
my
door on the left,
choices.
back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I don't want to. I guess I have to. I guess I had to.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that?
Oh.
I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Rude. Oh.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something,
doesn't.
there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I will
he entered the
listen
door
this
on
time.
his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
That's handy.
115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Speaking code.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He
Night
spoke it
Shark
into the receiver
115.
right there on the wall.
I'm sure if I just dilly-dally enough, you'll just open the door
I'm sorry,
for
is
me.
there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
La 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 la. I'm not listening.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Because you told me to come this way.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The
I
end.
need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Right. I think I'm going to get off for the night now that we have accomplished our goal of getting all of the endings other than one of them, but I don't feel like playing that stupid baby game for 4 hours. So, yeah, until then, I will see everybody next time.